Nathan is a taxi driver. He doesn't have much money, so he doesn't own a taxi. Nathan is a driver for a big taxi company. The company owns the taxis. Every day, Nathan drives a different taxi. Nathan is a very handsome man. Everyone thinks he is very good looking. Sometimes, women passengers in his taxi say, "What time do you finish work? We are having a party tonight, would you like to come?" Nathan gets many invitations for dates from women, but he always says no. Why does he say no? Nathan says no because he is in love. He loves Grace, but he has never spoken to her. He can't speak to her. Her full name is Grace Vincent Stevens. Nathan knows her name because it is on the wall next to her picture. You see, Nathan is in love with a picture of Grace. Grace's picture is in the city art gallery. Every day, Nathan walks to the taxi company. He works from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. But Nathan always arrives at work at 5 a.m. He arrives early to clean his taxi. The company has a rule. After work, all taxi drivers have to clean the taxi they drove, but many drivers don't clean them. Nathan doesn't like that, so he cleans the taxi before he starts work. When Nathan finishes work, he goes to the art gallery. He likes art, but especially, he likes the painting of Grace Vincent Stevens. He stands in front of the painting and looks at it for a long time. He knows everything about the painting. He bought a catalog from the art gallery. It has a small photograph of the picture in it. He keeps the catalog next to his bed. The woman in the picture is very beautiful and young. She is wearing a white satin dress, and she has beautiful jewelry, diamonds and emeralds. She is looking out of the picture. Nathan thinks she is looking at him. Nathan dreams that she is still alive. He dreams that she is his girlfriend. It is very sad because Grace Vincent Stevens died in 1927. Nathan knows it is crazy. He never tells anyone about his secret love, but he knows he will never love another woman. Sometimes, if he is alone in the art gallery, he talks to Grace. He thinks that sometimes she answers him. One morning, Nathan arrives at work as usual at 5 a.m. "Good morning," he says to the man in the taxi office. "Which car will I drive today?" "Good morning, Nathan," answers the man in the office. "Number 505 for you today." "I'm sorry, Eddie drove it last night. It's very dirty. That man is a pig, he never cleans his taxi." "That's okay," says Nathan. "I have time. I will clean it." Nathan cleans the outside of the taxi first, then he starts to clean the inside. Eddie was eating in the taxi last night. On the floor next to the driver's seat, there are empty cans and an empty pizza box. The back of the taxi is not so dirty, but Nathan cleans that too. Then he sees something shiny. It is on the floor next to the back seat. He picks it up. It is an earring. Nathan looks at it. He thinks, "I know this earring. I have seen this earring before. Maybe I saw a passenger wearing it." The taxi company has a rule. If a driver finds anything in the taxi, he has to give it to the man in the office. But Nathan doesn't want to give the earring to the man in the office. He wants to think about it. He puts the earring in his pocket. When Nathan finishes work, he takes the taxi back to the company. Then he takes a bus to his apartment. He makes a sandwich and a cup of coffee. He sits down at the table in his small kitchen. He takes the earring from his pocket and looks at it. "Where have I seen this earring?" he thinks. He holds the earring in his hand. He thinks for a long time, then he remembers. He runs to his bedroom. He takes the catalog from the art gallery. He looks at the photograph of the picture of Grace Vincent Stevens. He looks at Grace's earrings. Yes, that's it. The earring in his hand is the same. Nathan goes back to the kitchen. He thinks, this earring has emeralds and diamonds. If they are real jewels, this earring is very valuable. I should give it to the man in the office, but I don't want to. I want to find the owner. I want to give the earring back to the owner myself. Nathan eats his sandwich and drinks the coffee. He takes a shower, then he puts the earring in his pocket and goes downstairs. He takes a bus back to the taxi company. He talks to the man in the office. I want to talk to Eddie. When will he finish his work today? He will be here at about midnight, answers the man. Nathan goes to the art gallery. He looks at the painting of Grace Vincent Stevens. He still loves her. He wants to take the earring out of his pocket, but he is too scared. Maybe someone will see him. Maybe the earring is made from diamonds and emeralds. Nathan could be in big trouble. When the gallery closes, Nathan goes to a park. He sits on a bench in the park. He thinks about the beautiful picture. He thinks about the earring. Then he falls asleep. When he wakes up, it is very late. He looks at his mobile phone. It is 11:40 p.m. He runs to the taxi company. He waits for Eddie. Eddie drives his taxi into the garage at 5 minutes past midnight. Eddie is tired. He wants to go home, but Nathan wants to talk to him. Eddie, last night did you have a woman passenger? Of course I had many passengers, some of them were women. Tell me about them. Where did you take them? Eddie is very tired. I don't know. I can't remember. Please, Eddie, think. I picked up 2 women and took them to a restaurant in the Jar District. I picked up an old man and a woman at the metro station on Rue Virgo. They wanted to go to an apartment building near the university. All the other passengers were men. No, I remember there was one more. I took a young woman to a hotel. She seemed upset. That was my last job last night. Which hotel, Eddie? I don't remember. Go away, I'm too tired. I want to go home. Eddie walks out of the garage. Nathan thinks, what should I do? Then he remembers. Every time a taxi driver picks up a new passenger, they have to call the office. The taxi company keeps a record of every job on the computer. Nathan runs into the office. The nighttime office manager is a woman named Sonia. Nathan says, Sonia, last night Eddie took a woman to a hotel. Which hotel was it? Why do you want to know? Sonia asks. Nathan thinks, what should I say? He can't tell Sonia about the earrings. If he tells Sonia, she will say, why did you keep it? Give it to me. You know the rules. Nathan might lose his job. He thinks hard but doesn't know what to do. Just then, there is a loud noise in the garage. A taxi coming in has hit a taxi going out. Sonia runs outside. Nathan can hear her shouting at the drivers. Quickly, Nathan goes to the computer. I must hurry, Sonia will be back soon. He finds Eddie's last job from last night. Nathan leaves the office. It's too late to go to the hotel now, but tomorrow is Wednesday. Nathan doesn't work on Wednesdays, so he will go to the hotel tomorrow morning. The next morning, Nathan is standing outside the hotel. It's a small, cheap hotel, for young people with little money. Nathan thinks, only poor people stay in this hotel, so this earring must be made of glass and plastic. But he still wants to meet the owner of the earring. Nathan waits for hours, watching people going in and out of the hotel. Of course, Nathan doesn't know who the owner of the earring is. He doesn't know her name, he doesn't know her face. but he believes he will find her. At 2 p.m., Nathan is tired and hungry. I've seen many people, but who is the owner of the earring? I still don't know. I'm so stupid. What should I do? I'll go to the gallery. I'll ask Grace Vincent. She will help me. Nathan goes to the gallery. When he arrives, he feels angry. Someone is standing in front of the painting of Grace Vincent Stevens. He can't talk to her, he has to wait. Nathan walks around the room until he is near the painting. A young, pretty woman is standing in front of the painting. She is crying. She doesn't hear Nathan. Then Nathan gets a surprise. The young woman is talking to the painting. "Oh, great-grandmother, I am Barbara. I came here from my hometown. It's a very small town near Tupa. I worked in a local shop, and I hated it. I want to live in the city, but my father wants me to stay home. I have no mother. My grandmother was very kind. She told my father to let me go. I saved money for 2 years, and finally, I had enough to come here. My grandmother told me about you. She told me to come and see your picture. She gave me her earrings. She said the earrings would bring me good luck. They were my mother's earrings. Long ago, our family was rich and powerful, but now we have nothing. We only have the earrings. Last week, I got a job in the city, an office job. I started looking for an apartment, but I did a terrible thing. A man at the office asked me on a date. I said yes. I wore the earrings because I wanted to look beautiful. But the man from the office is not nice. He didn't take me to a restaurant, he took me to a park. I was scared and ran away. I got a taxi. When I got to my hotel, I looked in the mirror and was shocked. I only had one earring. I can't go back to that office. I can't go home. I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Nathan waits. He is sure the painting will talk to Barbara. He looks at the painting, but the eyes in the painting are not looking at Barbara. The eyes in the painting are looking at him. What does this mean? Nathan asks himself. Grace Vincent wants me to do something, but what? What does she want me to do? Nathan suddenly shouts, "Grace Vincent, tell me, what should I do?" The young woman turns around. "Who are you?" she asks. "I am Nathan. I drive a taxi. I have something for you." Nathan reaches into his pocket, takes out the earring, and hands it to her. "Is this yours?" he asks. She takes the earring and looks at it for a long time. "Yes, it is. This is a miracle. Where did you find it? How did you find me?" Nathan says, "I like this painting. When I found the earring, I thought it looked the same as the earring in the painting. I came to check." Nathan thinks it's not a good idea to say more. If he tells Barbara the whole story, she will think he is crazy. And she is very pretty, even more beautiful than Grace Vincent. Then Nathan says, "Would you like to come and have a coffee with me?" Barbara smiles. "Yes, I would like that. But first, I have to do something." She turns back to the painting. "Thank you, great-grandmother. You have helped me. I will come and see you often." Barbara and Nathan walk toward the door of the gallery. Nathan turns around to look at the painting. Barbara doesn't see him, but he waves to Grace Vincent. "Goodbye." And Nathan is sure that the woman in the painting smiles and waves back at him.